in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go.
Free your mind.
How do you guys feel about Terry frowning like that with her album? You guys' album
She thinks she's cute.
She thinks she's cute.
That's all I got to say.
She crew.
Terry thinks she's cute, huh?
Thanks, hon.
She came out with a different attitude after
Don't look
that.
like no none to me. I don't know what we did on video.
That's old school.
Life has changed. I want the red.
Wait, what was that Mr. T did in Rocky? What was that, Rocky 3? Was it Rocky 3? Put them criminals on my face!
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, soul sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Rona. It's Terry.
It's important for the black youth especially to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, A Change Is Gonna Come, it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody. In a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
What, dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Well, at least we can say we're alive. I just heard not too long ago on the news that in the country of New Zealand, 49 people are dead in a mosque shooting. I believe this is Friday is the prayer service for Muslims, I believe. And somebody, maybe up to 4 people, took out weapons and Start shooting the mosque up. Wow. This is the Reality Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper of this program, the mighty one, Angel Snub Nub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. I just wanted to make a brief appearance. I wanted to talk about this mosque shooting. Now, of course, a lot of folks will want to get angry at me. You want to get angry at me for what I have to say. I don't know why you're getting angry at me. It's not my fault. Here's another. Here's another example where you have people they are actually in the mosque. They are actually in the house of God. In a quarter mile, keep to the right on I-74 west. They are actually in the house of God and get their lives taken away. You tell me, they tell me about how powerful God is, how wonderful, how loving He cares. And here you are, you can't even pray in the house of God, and some sucker take your life. You are not safe nowhere. But I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell you, friends and family, I'm going to tell you, enemies. Now, there was a time in history. Continue on this road for 52 miles. There was a time in history where people used to have some type of respect for the church. They had a little respect for the mosque. In the Wild Wild West, if you was a criminal, but if you found a church, wow, this is getting pretty bad. If you found a church, you could hide out in the church, and the law, I don't know how true this is, but I know I seen on some movies, if you was a bad guy wanted by the law, as long as it was all right, the law would not come into that church because they had respect for, God, the church. So they would not come after you in the church. Now, you do know nowadays, they will blow that church up to get to you if you run into a church. You do know that, right? In recent times, nobody, God. Not too long ago, I think it was Kentucky or Virginia, one of those southern states. It was some Christians. They were in the house of the Lord, and a tornado came and killed everybody and destroyed the church. Now, we know, made by God. Tornadoes are a force of nature. Why would God kill these people, a tornado, and destroy his own house? Don't get angry at me. I'm bringing you these questions. Why God failed to protect these 49 people, and the murder count might rise higher. Where was God in the equation? You want me to believe in God. You want me to believe in the power of God, the mercy of God, all these different things, but yet and still God cannot even protect those who believe in God. What excuse do you have? I'm bringing a question. What excuse? They always make an excuse. So why did God allow these 49 people, in this case Allah, It could have easily been Jesus, Yahweh, Yahshua, all the gods that you worship. It could have easily been any of the houses of God. It could have easily been any of you believers in God. But you have an excuse why your God was not these people time. Some men decided it was their time, not God. So do this. It was time for God to protect them. That's what it was time for. And God failed. And God continues to fail. This is a clear observation. It happens over and over and over again. The slaves. Hey, what's up there, chat room? How you doing, Scott? How you doing, everybody? I'm just making an observation here. That's all. I just want to know. I'm not trying to be a troublemaker. I'm just saying it's very clear that your God don't have any power. I love Brother Malcolm X. Brother Malcolm X believed in God. Where was God when they shot him in the Audubon ballroom? Where was this God at? You want me to keep believing? You want me to believe in something, but every time I turn around, I see that your God has no power. I can't do it, brothers. I just cannot do it. You don't have to make up no excuses. Only thing God has to do is protect you from harm. God is not protecting you. God is not protecting us. Our ancestors prayed to God over 400 years and nothing. They was born a slave and died a slave. And we still a slave right now, complaining about our oppression, how we've been treated. Oh, leave R. Kelly alone. Leave Michael Jackson alone. The same old stuff since Emmett Till. Where's our gods at? Where's the voodoo at? Where's the spirits? They're not doing nothing for you and me. We got to get out of this stuff, y'all. Don't get angry at me. You're going to be laying up dead somewhere. Your God is not going to protect you. Your God can't do nothing for you. The only thing these people had to do was secure their own building. And those guys, those guys might have attacked the mosque, but at least the people would have had a chance to defend themselves. So am I a troublemaker? I'm just asking a question. Am I a troublemaker for saying this? Because it's quite clear. Where is God? I want, look, let me tell you something. I'm going to get out of here real quick. I really want your God to be true. I really want your God to be real. Because your God can bring justice, freedom, justice, and equality to those who deserve it once and for all. God can clear all this up. But clearly, it's not happening. You keep waiting and waiting and waiting. God continues to fail. How many of your relatives believe in God? And you pray, they still die. You got a terminal illness, you still die. Where's this God at? I'm not trying to be mean. Remember, at one time, I was just like you. I was a believer in Jesus. I was a believer in Allah. I was a believer in God, period. I was locked up for 10 years. And I cried to God. God didn't do nothing for me the whole 10 years. And the sad thing about it, excuse me here. And the sad thing about it, it got to the point I was so desperate, I cried out to the devil. I cried out to Satan. I said, Satan, if you can get me out of this, I will serve you. I will serve you, Satan. And the devil did not show up either. So this made me realize that all this religion, all this stuff that I've been taught is a lie. It's all lies. It's fabricated, fantasy, nonsense. It's a lie. And then I had to take another look at all those black conscious teachings and African pro-black, all that stuff that I was taught. All of it, brothers and sisters, whether we like it or not. I know you love it. I know you love it. I know it makes you feel smart. I know it makes you feel good. It's all garbage. We've been lied to. It's fabrication. It's quite clear. We don't want to accept reality. It's until you accept reality, nothing is going to change. I'm telling you. Nothing you do, nothing you try, unless you accept reality, it's going to be a failure. Since the time of Marcus Garvey, you've been a failure, a loser, have accomplished nothing since the civil rights era, nothing of substance since the civil rights era, and you will never, I don't care how you talk, I don't care how bad you talk, I don't care how good you feel, until you accept the reality of the situation that you're in and accept the correct information and take the appropriate action, nothing is going to change. The only thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to be praying to your God in a mosque, and any sucker at any time can come blow your brains out. At least in the Nation of Islam, they have security. But they can get shot down also because they don't believe in having weapons, depending on God. I have yet to see God stop any of these bullets. It's up to us. It's up to us. So am I being mean? I mean, am I right or wrong? We've been waiting on this God to do something for us for thousands of years. I can't do it, y'all. I just cannot do it. I can't do it. So with that said, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents on, my little 2 cents observation, because I'm very sure you're going to hear a lot of people talking about this New Zealand murder, but they're never going to tell you that it was in a mosque, and they're just going to ignore the fact that God died. This is not the first time, over and over again. Allah cannot protect you because Allah does not exist. Take it, or like they say in the Nation of Islam, take it or let it alone. I just can't get with it, y'all. I just can't do it. With that said, thank you for listening. Maybe this weekend I'll try to do a little something. But I just had to say something about this. I got to put God on blast. Look, and I'm talking to God, I'm talking to Yahweh, I'm talking to Jesus. You need to stop. You need to protect these people that believe in you, or you need to show that you are the fake and the phony that I claim. God don't have to prove nothing to you. Yes, he do. And you should want God to prove something to you too. You wasting your time. Clearly these people believed in Allah and Allah allowed them to be murdered. You mean to tell me that your God created the heavens and the earth and all these things, the sun, the all-powerful, the all-knowing? You mean to tell me that God knew what these men was going to do and didn't try to stop them? Really? Please jot down in the comment section, please jot down your comments how you make excuses for this God. And don't say, well, that was Allah. All of your gods don't protect nobody. All of them. I have never seen nobody protected by God yet. Nobody. I've never seen it. Well, it was your time to go. Clearly it was, because your God couldn't protect you. That's why it was your time to go. If your God protected you, you wouldn't have had nothing to worry about. God could have made those guys drop dead instantly, right? Don't God have the power to take your life instantly? When those guys decided we're going to murder God's people, God should have made those people drop dead right then and there. Didn't happen. You know why? Because God don't exist. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear it, and I know you believe it. I believed it at one time too. But as I matured, as I began to grow, I had to accept the reality that God just not going to do nothing. He don't exist. It's not happening. So prove to me, show yourself, or you're going to make yourself believe that God, come on. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How are you going to make an excuse why God could not stop this shooting? You have 49 people dead in a mosque trying to pray. Come on, y'all. We got to get out of this stuff. Tricks is for kids. Yes, sir, Don. You're right. I can't do it, brothers. I just can't do it. I love you, and I still respect you. You can believe in God. Just like, hey, just like I still love children that have invisible friends. I still love you, and I love the little children with their invisible friend. The invisible friend don't do nothing for that child, and this God, the invisible friend for you as an adult, don't do nothing for you. Scott said, I believe in job, not God. Yeah, I believe in I rather believe in a. That's right. Don says adults ain't no different from children. You're right. That's why we accept that. We still have childlike mentalities. We got to get out of it. We got to grow up, y'all. Peace, Amon. We got to grow up. We got to leave this Santa Claus stuff alone. That's what it is. Santa Claus stuff. Matter of fact, it might even be worse than Santa Claus stuff. I'm still waiting on my friend Syrian to comment on my other video where I was talking about why do we rebel against God. This is one of the reasons why we should rebel against God. Now, how can God tell me you're going to send me to hell and keep threatening me with my sins and going to hell, but you can't even protect your own people, sir, or ma'am, or whatever you are? Come on now. We need to. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Thank y'all for listening. John.com, talk about it. And if you have not done it, please watch Soul Liberation Day 2019. Subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi. And again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, or I'm just making an observation, a real observation. I mean, you have 49 people dead trying to pray in the house of God. Why didn't God protect them? Simple. What excuse are you going to make why God failed to protect them? All right, y'all. As Dr. Cornelius always says in parting, I wish us love. Hey, Wiser. That's my friend Wiser. Wiser don't like me to talk about God. Actually, I'm not talking about God. I'm making an observation. Actually, I'm making an observation, sir. I'm making an observation that you have people. Matter of fact, Wiser, tell me why people are in the mosque. You tell me, Wiser. I don't want to hear all that other nonsense. You tell me, why are people in the house of God and they lost their life to bullets? Can you imagine getting shot down, shot to death by bullets? Can you imagine that? Explain. Don't talk to me about I'm a God stalker and all this other nonsense. You explain to the people in the comment section when this video is over. You explain to them how you could be in the house of God and get your brains blown out. Explain that to them. In the meantime, y'all, I said all I need to say, and I love us. Oh yeah, they just went to the hereafter. Okay. Yeah. So, well, I guess they went to the hereafter because God sure didn't do nothing to stop them from staying here. So I hereafter or heaven or wherever, because they was not protected, so they could stay here longer. With that said, y'all, I'm in tornado. Talk come and blow me away. Now, hey, now God done, but God could not stop these people from murdering 49 people. Ain't that some stuff? I just wanted to get that off my chest, y'all. Thank you for listening. Hey there, James. James, Don, Scott, Wiser, all you guys in the chat room, thank you for listening. I got to roll out. I catch us on the, what's up, Brother Brian? Hey, Brother Brian, you right. I said earlier, at least in the Nation of Islam, they do have some type of security. So, it's something to talk about. We need to believe in God. We need to look at God in a realistic, in a more realistic manner, because the way we're doing it now, this was not the first time, and it would not be the last time.
We moving.